3, 2, 1.
The Carolina Panthers, coming off a very impressive victory over the Denver Broncos at Bank of America Stadium, are now heading into their bye week, which couldn't come at a better time for some healing of some possible injuries if you're Carolina, some time off away from the building. We recharge some players, but that victory over the Broncos was well received, and I think no one else other than Sam Darnold, the quarterback who's now 1-0 this season, he knows the difference, and I think he had an opportunity to sit back and reevaluate things coming back from injury, still being in all the quarterback meetings, being around Steve Wilks and his philosophy of, it's nothing wrong with taking a sack, but don't turn it over. No interceptions, no fumbles, and that Sam Darnold has come to see the situation more in a different light, that maybe that Coach Steve Wilks can have more credit and familiarity with him. But we caught up with Sam Darnold after the game against Denver, and he understands the difference now in the situational football.
You learn a ton when you're out. To be able to sit back and watch and realize, on first and second down, it's okay to check the ball down if something's not there, if you don't get the premier look that you want. And then on third down, making a play, making sure the ball, but also understanding it is third down. We need to try to get this first down, and if you scramble or try to make something happen and you take a sack or you have to, throw. Obviously, you don't want to throw a pick, but what I'm trying to say is it's understanding situational football, and I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned since being out is just that. And I think if I can continue to learn that, I'll continue to grow as a player.
When he set out, he was really in tune to what was going on and looked at it from a different perspective by not being right there in the scream of the action. I think now by learning and seeing that and getting, immersed back in, I think his reads are going to be a little bit easier, how he processes things, and that's what I think he was alluding to. So you got to do a great job at that position, being able to see things on the run. Split safety, all of a sudden, at the snap of the ball, they rotating on you. Middle closed, middle open, those kind of things. So pressure coming off the edge, which he picked up yesterday and threw the bubble screen out there. Just all those little things that allow you to play faster.
All right, well, Coach Steve Wilks impressed with Sam Darnold on the day, 11 of 19, 164 yards and a touchdown. That to DJ Moore, really coming into his own. DJ Moore, guys like him, Brian Burns, young ball players, Sam Darnold. These are all high draft picks, first and second round draft picks that the franchise is really building. And Coach Steve Wilks, still just an interim coach at this point, calling a lot of these players out, and many of them are appreciative of it. I've been in the locker room after a lot of the games this year, and a lot of our ADSN people have been in there. We get a general vibe about how the players have definitely responded to Coach Steve Wilks. He understands this is all about winning, and if you keep winning, you keep playing.
We've always had a philosophy in coaching. You got to win at home and then still some on the road. So that's always the case. So I'm happy that we're winning on the road. As I mentioned the other day, we got to do something that we haven't done, which is win on the road, and then try to win 2 in a row. So it's great we're winning at home.
All right, Coach Wilks knows with the players on bye, they're going to get a time off. They're probably going to be out of the building. Probably won't have to come back. Maybe some guys who are injured will get some treatment. Most of the players have the rest of the week off, or at least maybe not have to report back to the facility till maybe Thursday or Friday for some stretching, some walkthroughs, and then return and then start the game plan for Seattle. And that's going to be a tough ball game for the Carolina Panthers, having to go out to Seattle. At least this weekend, Seahawks dropped one at home to the Las Vegas Raiders in overtime, so they're stinging from that. And so the Seahawks are a 6-5 ball club as we tape this here tonight. So they're still in the thick of it. So they're in their game out of first place, much like Carolina, a game behind Atlanta at 5-7. The Bucs are 5-6. Carolina still has games at New Orleans and at Tampa, which could be the deciding games that decides who gets into the playoffs and who doesn't. And Coach Steve Wilks knows what goes into bye week preparation and what's expected of the players when they get back.
Our urgency is what it is. I mean, it's there every week. And I think you can sort of see that I can in the way we practice and the way we play. Even though we lost the game with the Ravens, the effort and the attention to detail that we went out there and tried to play with was there. And just like this week, so it's not going to change. I'm not going to try to make a bigger situation out of it. We just got to continue to keep the focus on us and win the day.
All right, so it's going to be kind of a light week for the Carolina Panthers. They're on bye. We'll still keep you up to date with all the latest breaking news and information for the Carolina Panthers. Just go to ADSN1 and hit like and subscribe, and so you can keep up with all the latest information. We've got a great roster of talent at ADSN, so just keep it right here. We'll have all your information covered. For Kevin Tolbert and a cast of thousands, I'm Kevin Casey. So long for now.